That's right, I'm back. But hey, Zod, I thought you were killed in a horrible car accident in 1995 along with your stepbrother, your stepfather, and your half-sister. What happened to that? Well, you see, I'm a superhero, so trivial things like that do not affect me. That's right, this is the Power Rangers RPM High Octane Megazord. Here's High Octane Megazord. Oh, wait a second. First off, we get this little sucker. The Red Ranger's Zord. It's pretty nice. A nice shade of red. Pretty cartoony. One thing they changed from the go-onger version on, well, all of these, is that the eyes are a lot less big googly anime eyes. Another thing they changed is the loss of chrome on the wheels and on the little tailpipe or head pipe thingies. And pretty much that's it. None of these have sound like their go-onger versions, but they still do have their cell key things, which albeit are definitely a lot smaller and thinner than the go-onger versions, and a fake little light there. A lot of the first ones that came with the high octane cell keys I'm talking about had a very terrible MS Paint Photoshop look to them with this symbol, but it pretty much looked like this, and it looked pretty crappy. Yeah, this one you can't push in its beak and make sounds, unfortunately. I know that's a feature everyone loved. You can, however, replicate the flight mode like so. Moving on to number 2. This time it's also a big bulky thing, just like the go-onger version. A big chunky bus. And a really nice detail is the panel lining that comes on these. Some really nice panel lining, nice thick and good looking panel lining, I must say. Overall, pretty solid vehicle. This one is changed a lot over the Japanese version, but I mean, they're pretty close. I mean, they're close enough to that you would think that they're the same thing. However, this used to have go-onger, and this says Power Rangers on it. I did not see that coming. I thought they would keep go-onger, because, you know, whatever. That was a failed joke, by the way, so if you want to take note of that, go right ahead. However, you can still insert the cell thing. You can still do that, except it doesn't really do anything at all. Number 3. It's safe to say that this took the biggest hit out of all the vehicles. I mean, this is just so dumb looking. I mean, this used to be small, but it was like a bulky small. It was nice. This is just dumb and doofy and small. Has this big thing popping out. And those pieces are hollow. And it has a giant mohawk. And no, a lot of lost paint, but you can still put in a cell key thing by just putting it in there. Voila! Doesn't make any sounds, obviously. Now this mode's really where the RPM high octane Megazord really starts to prove itself, if you will. And it also loses a lot of points in this mode for a really, really bad design choice. The connection point between blue and yellow is extremely loose and weak. I mean, it doesn't clip onto anything. Sure, if you pull it, it won't come out. But if you just give it the slightest little push downwards, it's gonna come out. Now it has a clip here, but it doesn't lock into anything. It just goes in and doesn't really do anything in terms of security. I mean, how hard is it to have a nice click like the go-onger one did? I mean, this isn't going anywhere. So if the negatives out of the way, let's get to the positives of this Megazord. There's a lot to like. First off, it looks a lot better than Engino, I think. The accessories being the sword and the shield. The sword just is in the back there. And you pull it out. Once again, it has that nice panel lining that the blue bus had. You just transform it the same way by just doing that. And this sword actually looks good. It's a lot thinner this way, so this could actually act as a blade almost. And it just looks a lot better than the go-onger version. Yeah, the go-onger version was all like thick and big because of the size of the engine key thing, cells, engine chips, there we go. But I just like this one a lot better. It works, the accessory works better as a small thing. And since high octane doesn't have those dumb claws, just regular fists, the sword goes right in. You don't have to worry about the sword wobbling around or falling out or anything. Now another thing high octane excels way better than Engino at is the shield. This shield is so much better done. It's so much better on this version, on the American version, because it actually, believe it or not, clips into place on its arm, and it looks like an actual shield, and it looks cool, and it works. Engino, or American Engino, better known as high octane, is a very nice Megazord. I think it's a very worthy competitor to Engino. And I'm gonna have to say I like this one better than Engino.